If our future's bright, then the present is an overcast, and we want it to be over fast. Let's shine. Gotta get above the clouds without an aircraft. That is without a doubt such a rare task. Finding it hard to grin or just share laughs. So you vent when that drumstick and snare clash. No plan B. Plan A's weak, mentally and physically drained, and you can't sleep. Rinse a month overdue as of last week. A shadow of your future self below a vast peak. While people walk past like they can't speak, ignored, cause without rich shit, you piss poor, quit more, drowning your spirit with liquor. Victor isn't a realistic picture, but you still take a shot and develop it for the hell of it, and pray when you wake you'll be relevant. And put your best on, you're no longer worse off. Slaving at a job you hate for a jerk off. You just wanna be kissed by the sun, where your daughter's always safe in the midst of having fun. Having someone more to do when you used to having none. Disregard the chatter from know-it-alls who haven't won, while you're waiting for the clouds to part. Waiting till we out of the dark. Yeah, if our future's bright, then the present is an overpass, and we want it to be over fast. Let's shine. Waiting for the clouds to part. Waiting till we out of the dark. Yeah, if our future's bright, then the present is an overpass, and we want it to be over fast. Let's shine. Let's shine. Let's shine. signed up for. Gave you life, but they should've gave you much more. Won't judge, but I surely won't applaud them. They lost since somebody gotta raise the child for them. Now you're in and out of various households. Groovy cross pass a ghetto fab, the white collar and bougie who answer the call of duty, or is it truly for a check? But regardless of their motives, they feel you own respect. You don't know how to act like you got a part in a movie, but lack direction. I knew you show love if you never had affection. Dying slow, bruh, like you got a bad infection. Ain't no band-aid for man-made self-hate. It heals slow, but I'm not sure if you'll wait. Education's the medication to get yourself straight. The war within you reaches stalemate, but good gotta win in the end, or else jail waits. Broken soul cellmates, followed by hell's gates. Bad apples, fill your weights in the belly of the beast, and it's never gonna cease till you choose to elevate. I'm ready when you are to celebrate. Till then, I'll be waiting for the clouds to part. Waiting till we out of the dark. Yeah, if our future's right, then the present is an overpass. And we want it to be over fast. Let's shine. Waiting for the clouds to part. Waiting till we out of the dark. Yeah, if our future's right, then the present is an overpass. And we want it to be over fast. Let's shine. Let's shine. Let's shine. Let's shine. Let's shine. Let's shine, let's shine. Let's shine, let's shine. Let it cloud wine.
you see me? Yeah, I see you.
Strolling down the avenue. Come on. You see me, I see you. Walking down the avenue. Striding down the avenue. Strolling down the avenue. You see me, I see you. Strolling down the avenue. Striding down the avenue. Strolling down the avenue.
Every Saturday of the month, I'm out just for fun. Whoever told me I was the one did it for many reasons. My eyes are open wide, no more time for mere peeping. That kid's name is Charles and he's drunk from the weekend until next Wednesday. But now Mr. Cooper, his sax blast me back. The other cat on the corner never recorded to a multi-track. And as we pass, broke through fast like the guts, don't ask. Cause yesterday I dropped 20 cents into your empty glass.
Nerves give me the gas face for lack of more Lucci. Grasping scum sucker below square smoke that flows towards cutie. In my direction, obstacle connection immediately. Scallywag Chuck had the indecency to speak repeatedly. After the initial diss becoming increasingly vulgar as his lips muttered bitch. But she was long gone though. Sidewalk stepping was brisk with long strolls. A block and a half away was I thinking about how this song goes.
To the beat of my steps walking down the ave. To the black cats crossing my path. Nah, to the dude who wants $1.22. Saw my folks on the avenue. Shortcut down the alleyway. Ghetto gone straight, so ill. Might be roadkill the next day. Let's play in the park up until it gets dark. When the bullets and bottles fly, the glass gets hot. With Joey, crack over, good looking now for police. Down that bit for all your alive homies. What they doing on the block, sweating, getting the cash. Uh-oh, here come the boys, tuck away that stash. They got the safety off, hand my back, ready to hold me down. Come on, my man, and hold me down. Hold me down. I said, hold me down. Hold me down while I get ready, wait for them to pass. Maybe I had enough for the day, but then again, maybe not. When it's hot, the ladies display for me what they got or what they have to have. Friends, man, here we go again. Afternoon prep in and then change to an evening session. City lights, eyes glowing attached to what's not right. Settling for less is accepted as the plan for the night. But the plans for us never change with the observers. Street walking nonchalantly, making them nervous. At the record spots, spots, liquor, spots, ticket spots, cool spots, spots, tight spots, hot spots, cool spots, bleed spots, spots, rock spots, bird spots, gym spots, herb spots.
Light as a feather when I'm floating through, reading through the daily news, measuring the hurt within the golden rule. Centimeters of ether, I'm heating the speaker. Motivational teacher with words that burn people. Singing the headlines, line with discord. It's either genocide or the planet in uproar. Never good. The rules in paradise are never nice. The best laid plans of mice and men are never right. I'm just a vagabond with flowers for Algernon, an average Joe who knows what the fuck is going on. It's the hope of my thoughts that I travel upon. Fly like an arrow of God until I'm gone. So drifting away like a feather in air, letting my words take me away from the hurt and despair. So I'm keeping it vertical, forever elevator, riding the escalator to the something that is greater. So I'm drifting away like a feather in air, letting my soul take me away from the hurt and despair. So I'm keeping it vertical, forever elevator, riding the escalator to the something that is greater.
Taking chances, word tap dancing with wolves in the ice arena out there deep in the woods of Arizona. The sun be out, life's ironic, ain't it? Trying to be Dali when I write surreal life up painted vivid. Habitat crazy insane, watching propaganda 6 o'clock news and insane. Cultures clash, poor black folk and white trash. They rebel in the cyberspace and might crash. Dash to millennium, a million miles are running. At the speed of now, bound no return gunning. Rambo style gun, hold child gunning. Ambo plow 2 times loud, stunning. When they hit ya, lift you off the earth like, hey yo, take you right back to birth. And niggas wonder why, they might wonder why this shit might happen, but it does. They go
drifting away like a feather in air, letting my words take me away from the hurt and despair. So I'm keeping it vertical, forever elevator, riding the escalator to the something that is greater. So I'm drifting away like a feather in air, letting my soul take me away from the hurt and despair. So I'm keeping it vertical, forever elevator, riding the escalator much a self-understanding of the things around me that becomes the wisdom that I need. Living this life to the best of my ability, channeling energy to my thoughts, attain symmetry. Remember me? Because my prose remain gold. I got the gift of gab like them pimps and Kangos. It never ends. I keep it rolling like a cipher. The first caveman bringing fire, innovating it higher. To plasma states, I raise the stakes. It's double or nothing in this vacuum space. I will survive divine to time to cry. Fuck a hole to hide. I'm alive for pride. And I drove the Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Singing this will be the day that I die. Under the deeper into uncertainty, the unknown has shown grace, but yet the third degree. Lessons from the truth moves closer, so can you pay the fee? From A to B, cascade brain, I hate to be voice of the last starfighter. I am Esquire, shape of my skull beholds. I am the star child, sightless, going beyond the song, timeless. Right, righteous, but what's left is really priceless. Treat me how you wanna be, but suddenly you're hunting me. Yes, the sky is falling, chicken little. Don't you love to be screaming out the obvious, but never saying help me? Just too much to handle in the world, now we melting. Save it to the heart to drive and count the stars until I cry. Flowers in the final view, the world is ending, come inside graceful. When we gone, the earth will write a fable. Seas will rejoice and the skies will rise faithful. Sun still sets and the buildings will still crumble. Meek inherit the earth, the comfort of the humble. Just setting the mood, come closer, I hug you. Say I love you right before the sky tumbles. Put it in the atmosphere, raise it up until we're near. Touching on the face of God, maybe now he's gonna hear. Joy coming in the morning, most of us will shed a tear. Looking at the final act, hoping that we hold it dear. Put it in the atmosphere, raise it up until we're near. Touching on the face of God, maybe now he's gonna hear. Joy coming in the morning, most of us will shed a tear. I'm moving to the ocean and breaking out of the prison. Abilities with super high fidelity. Put it to the tide of life, but still it's just an elegy. Screaming to the closest cloud and watch it as it's coming down. Sun setting in the morning while the moon is touch the ground crazy. Like learning that you're about to have a baby. Two coming together, forming a better maybe. Raising the glass ceiling, the feeling so amazing. Like music playing while the sky's fading, praying for safety. Quiet in a deeper soul, speaking through the notes and told deeper meanings of being dedication on one accord. Let's begin, measure of the moment till the world ends. Space between the breaths is eternity as the earth spins. Smile as a child do, listening to mother's tunes. Weight is on my shoulders, but its color is a shade of blue. Put it in the atmosphere, raise it up until we're near. Touching on the face of God, maybe now he's gonna hear. Joy coming in the morning, most of us will shed a tear. Looking at the final act, hoping that we hold it dear. Put it in the atmosphere, raise it up until we're near. Touching on the face of God, maybe now he's gonna hear. Joy coming in the morning, most of us will shed a tear. Looking at the final act, hoping that we hold it dear.
Fly MC, Louis Best, Hot Out Productions, coming with this some new joint. Images, you ready? These images are true. These words write the tale of all I say and do. Images you see, I painted just for you. These words write the tale. I'm growing every day, mark what I say. I'm tracing the path from the past to the future. Gotta be my own woman, stand on my own too. Eat food, get paid, despite what others do. To thine own self, be loyal, true it is. I got pets, 2 cats, and they act just like kids. When they hungry, they cop bits and them collectors want money. So how I'ma let a stranger up and take that from me? Burn my time and energy, jerks ain't no friends to be. The solitude be the remedy? Nah, I need love in my life, friends by my side. Live stimulation, banter conversation, good vibe relations. Don't think I'm asking for much, but these things just don't fall out the sky. So it's gonna be so crunk and make me wanna spend my whole life high. Float on a puff of smoking coast by live, multiply my ESP, sharpen my focus. Things look clear now that used to look hopeless. Stop striving, it's all to the good, baby. If you need guidance, take a minute and marinate. To help if you can't help yourself. You know? Where you gonna go when there ain't no place left? Right? Okay. Some days I get a rare understanding and the answers are clear. Next day it fades away like it was never here. Sometimes I'm inclined to believe that time ain't stable or my mind not stable. I check and see if the rhyme's still stable. Deal a card to beat my life off the table. Taste what I hate out the bottle. Goes down sweet when I swallow. Though it smells like contradiction. Ask is this enriching my life? Inch by inch I get by. If I flinch and blink, do I sink flesh and bone? My illest rhyme quoted on my tombstone. Even when I'm caught, these lines describe the time will make me live long. Stop striving, it's all to the good, baby. You know, if you need guidance, take a minute and marinate. Okay, who you gonna help if you can't help yourself? Where you gonna go when there ain't no place left? Who you gonna help if you can't help yourself? Figure it out. Where you gonna go when there ain't no place left? Bump naysayers who pop junk and waste time. They don't embrace life and it shows. Kids I used to know, even when I squint, can barely place the face. Details time erase, years spent in space. Yo, it's nothing personal. These days I don't even have the strength to get emotional. Hold goals in perspective, make earnest effort. Postcards retrace my steps through global sections. Be connected with folks, over choice, liquor toast. Nothing to keep me back from me when I glance closely. Analyze what my daddy told me. He took time to explain it. Learn from how he illustrated. Fire in my belly, burn like a furnace. Desire in my eyes, glow stronger than pride. Serve less with the rest of them. Take lumps in stride, aim to rank amongst the best of them. Scroll me the testament. Right when I say be relevant to every single head and every tenement. We want a larger stake inside the jackpot to leverage. Ask for what you want and keep talking till you get it. Word. Don't stop striving. It's all to the good, baby. You know, if you need guidance, take a minute and marinate. Who you gonna help if you can't help yourself? If you can't help yourself, where you gonna go when there ain't no place left? Ain't no place left to go. Who you gonna help if you can't help yourself? Do you know? Where you gonna go when there ain't no place left? Where you going right now? Stand up for yourself. Know where you going, know where you been. Keep your eyes wide open. Don't play games. Life is not a game. Everything is real. You know what I'm saying? Everything. Just remember that. Peace.
right, so let me do the damn thing. I'm putting it down, king. You doubt the kid bring every song they wanna sing, but son, you sleeping on me. This is why I keep it on me. Believe in fairy tales, this is the true story. I'm worldwide with it, why I'm so fly with it. You soul brother #1, wait till I get it. With Noon your best now, turntable keep spinning. Love the way I perform, is why I stay winning. Despite the breakup, fans miss my old group, but see me in the new coupe, lacing up my new joints and measure my 5 points. You study in detail, this is all CL. Smooth, I'm so hard with it, daddy, so nice with it, baby. Like schoolyard painted, it's really all gravy though. No hard feelings, built to keep it moving. Never ask what you doing, just keep something brewing. Let it bang, let it pop. While you call that cop, I'm going straight to the top. See me do it for the TV. Here stands the MC. Back then it made you, now it's gonna make me. Lately, see I'm living life so good. Step my game up, got my street fam out the hood. Let me climb up the charts now. All black heart now. Ninja play the flute while your boy get looped up. My place in raps, people chasing. Who got better taste than women and good living? I'm feeling the whole movement. None of you lanes do it. I just run through it. It's nothing to me, homie. You know my name ring bells. Yeah, they all know me. Hold down the fort, hit up with an import. And how CO smooth to get the street talk. The ghettos we walk, rappers need security. You know I'm soon to be the poster child for unity. They wanna be me, that's all on my CD. A real OG living and fast and free. Let me mold you, show you how I spit lyrics. Know all the words and don't speak a lick of English. I stay global with it, this is why I get it on. It's the top dog, return of the Mechadon.
Break my where do we go, dear divine? I pray that you keep watching over us. From the heavens where light is the nucleus, to the space filled with darkness and negative matter. Anti-gravity pull is what I'd rather feel when I leave this shell eventually. Ties to the mother earth ground me mentally. Real vibes keep me alive spiritually. Imagination brings bliss at no cost. When I blink, I receive at no loss. Victory comes in small packages like a leaf off an olive tree, brought back by a dove from above. Then I'm gonna rhyme love. We saw that we're coming ever since the beginning of the end. Well anyways, I'm not a perfect being. Yes I am a man full of S-I-N. It's like the devil in me saw the God in you. You epitomize the etymology of enthusiasm. Look it up, there lies the clouds that form the rain that came from the ocean that flow from the river. I'm a believer, firm with the first words, lyrical transceiver of our ancient roots. Science plus arts multiplied by faith, then divided by the number of our ethnic race. Let me mention what I've been thinking, how to save the children when the ship is sinking. So I'm singing, no lip syncing, slogans, political hooligans with tank missiles and guns. Everything is relative when it's all in the family. Oh man, I understand the time has finally come to realize the great power of one. All formulas equalize under the sun. Amen. Yeah, the rhymes will heal cause I believe in music. In times of need I won't believe in music. The beat plus the melody, the recipe. Your vibe truly brings out the best in me. The rhymes will heal cause I believe in music. In times of need I won't believe in music. The beat plus the melody, the recipe. All good souls lost, may they rest in peace. The rhymes will heal cause I believe in music. In times of need I won't believe in music. The beat plus the melody, the recipe. Your vibe truly brings out the best in me. The rhymes will heal cause I believe in music. In times of need I won't believe in music. The beat plus the melody, the recipe. Hip hop worldwide, we got to live in peace like that.
that story to tell you this one.
Out to my G. Love sick like a dog, canine sensitivity. Developing this new theory of relativity. Connecting a soul's resting in captivity. Positive life sacrifice what it is to be our history. Only a quarter of a century reality. Sitting on the shoulders of our chemistry. See, ain't no mystery. The colors that we mix will set the mind free. Let the blind see beyond harmony. Breathe life in the dead space below where your clouds of doubt. New territory we determined to be. Everything a safe haven is supposed to be. Now it might seem distant, but the time is near when our thoughts take off, split the atmosphere. Pure sound waves travel semi-infinitely. Plus I see you there up most definitely. Cause a beat plus a melody makes me speak of L-O-V-E eloquently, so evidently.
I mean that from my heart, cause you make me feel good as a person.
Cause a beat plus a melody makes me speak of L-O-V-E eloquently, so evidently.
I am the best, I rip it up with finesse.
Good gracious, every process has a genesis, it ends with the revelation. God bless this opportunity for me to find a voice for some words that have waited for way too long. No wages, small tips on the avenue, never wasted, all hits for a revenue. Haven't you heard the news lately? Seems we've been living for some times in a purgatory. But yo, I thought I knew what a love song sound like, but I felt a warmer tune in the sunlight. I can still hear it in my room past midnight. Gotta move, take us all a cruise in the moonlight. Sometimes I do forget, oh how much we could easily lives lead if we learn to let go. The reins that we hold, return to our soul and the spirit that flows. So you see upon everyday face there's a million change to express definition of grace. But the method I choose my prerogative. There's so much love in me I got to give. Cause a beat plus a melody makes me speak of L-O-V-E eloquently, so evidently.
I mean that from my heart, cause you make me feel good as a person.
Cause a beat plus a melody makes me speak of L-O-V-E eloquently, so evidently.
I hope that you listen.
Oh, how I could write a book on how you make me feel. But how about the song that I wrote for you? What I feel like, I wanna put my trust in these simple words for you to feel what I'm saying, what you feel like. Reminisce about the little episodes that we shared together. Remember the time that you told me in the cold night to relax when all I knew was to hold tight. Remember the time that I spoke to a crowd in a full house, realized that you was my ace, I was the joker on the stage singing the blues. All eyes on me and had nothing to prove. But yo, I thought I knew what a diamond shine like, but I felt a sharper love in the limelight from the Queen of Hearts, watching me quietly from the upper deck balcony. Sometimes I do suspect I'm an actor in a well-scripted lie, divine comedy. When I look back, that frozen slice of time, it tried to defrost the senses lost. Now we're up with the metaphors, the motivation that I wrote this letter for you to know that the music helps carry on. Like you see, a new day will bring us tomorrow. Cause your melody makes me speak of L-O-V-E eloquently, so evidently. Yeah, cause your beat plus my melody makes me speak of L-O-V-E eloquently, so evidently. Cause my beat plus your melody makes me speak of L-O-V-E eloquently, so evidently.
I mean that from my heart, cause you make me feel good as a person.
Cause your beat plus my melody makes me speak of L-O-V-E eloquently, so evidently.
I mean that from my heart, cause you make me feel good as a person. You know what I mean? Make me say, well, the shit wasn't that bad.
Mata yoga 覚ます記憶の中でいつ歩き出すあなたのもとへまた夜が明ければお別れ夢は時幻にあなたを追いかけていた光の中で抱かれるたび暖かい風を頼り春を告げ踊り出サンシャイン夏を見るじ野原から草川秋の月のぼったままるさを祝い冬を過ぎまた月に数え君によりらない抜き方よりに君に見た花の香り片目に結びゆく道あらばまた帰り目流れる涙を止めそ加熱追い風叫ぶ静寂を壊すの何もそれ進むの黄金の花が運ぶの優しさにあなたに再び会いに今静寂を壊すの何もそれ進むの黄金の花が運ぶの優しさにあなたに再び会いに春を告げ踊り出サンシャイン夏を見るじ野原から草川秋の月のぼったままるさを祝い冬を過ぎまた月に数え春を告げ踊ってサンバ夏を見るじ野原から草川
fire and resurrection.
Funny how the music put time to perspective. Add a soundtrack to your life and perfect it. Whenever you're up, feel the flow, keep walking and we can't get far. Wherever you are. Funny how the music put time to perspective. Add a soundtrack to your life and perfect it. Whenever you're up, feel the flow, keep walking and we can't get far. Wherever you are. Like a movie that you can't predict, like a book that you can't resist. I sing along a song that's so sensual. Bring along a sip to make it oh so sexual. Verbally that is, making love to the music means vibing to the beat at night. With the whole city fast asleep. Out cold, true words seem to rise to the lips. Take hold of a poet of me most powerfully. I feel free when the world doesn't know it to me. It's so hard to find a gig that lives up to the billing. Trying to find a reason to work out, willing I admit my thinking is wishful. Like a star upon a child gazing up to the ceiling. How far do we have to stretch the truth to fit the lifestyle borrowed and overdue? We can take it all back to the register and start all over from the canister. Let's break it all down into pieces of bright moments that pass by like a meteorite. Throw on your favorite reel, that's good to go. On the analog player, watch the people go. Sit back with the breeze and let the memories flow. Comedy, tragedy, all the highs and lows. It's funny how the music put times in perspective. Add a soundtrack to your life and perfect it. Whenever you are, feel it will keep walking and we can't get far. Wherever you are. It's funny how the music put times in perspective. Add a soundtrack to your life and perfect it. Whenever you are, feel it will keep walking and we can't get far. Wherever you are. Like a move that I can't predict, like a look that I can't resist. The tingling feeling was so mutual. The lingering appeal was so unusual. Herbally, what is medicine to a lone soul can become poisonous. Some with the whole body fast asleep. Out cold, true vision seem to come to the eye. Take hold of a prophet of me most visibly. I see clear when the world doesn't show it to me. It's so hard to make sense in the cycle of billing. Trying to find a reason to quit and make a killing. I admit, or dealing is painful. Like a star upon a child staring down from the ceiling. How far do we have to stretch the picture before pixelating the human texture? We can take it all back to the register and start all over from the canister. Then save it all up for an ultimate prize. Homecoming gathering with the big surprise. Throw on your favorite record that's good to go. On the analog table and it's up to blow. Sit back with these and hear the MC flow. Hi-hat, kick, drum on the highs and lows. It's funny how the music put times in perspective. Add a soundtrack to your life and perfect it. Whenever you are, feel it will keep walking and we can't get far. Wherever you are. It's funny how the music put times in perspective. Add a soundtrack to your life and perfect it. Whenever you are, feel it will keep walking and we can't get far. Wherever you are. Okay, we can take it all back to the register and start all over from the canister. Let's break it all down into pieces of bright moments that pass by like a meteorite. Throw on your favorite jacket and you're good to roll on the analog trail and you look the roll. Just stroll through the trees and let your miseries go. Sunshine, hurricane, all the highs and lows. Take it all back to the register and start all over from the canister. Let's break it all down into pieces of bright moments that pass by like a meteorite.
Angela knew the best. Still doing this, yeah. Sorry love, but it seems like it isn't in the cards for me. You was a blessing, see. Sorry, sweetheart, we can never be. The little things you do be compressing me. Still, baby girl, we can never be. You only want one night of ecstasy. Thanks but no thanks, it can never be. Cause I got a wife at home that I'm blessed to keep. And the fool around with you will be there for me. Can't add the ingredients of the recipe. Cause that isn't fair to you, nor fair to me. And more importantly, you're sure it isn't fair to her. Guess we might have had a chance for our marry her. Cause wifey's worth more than life for me. A soulmate, and who am I to control fate? Cause somebody like you is much more than a cut buddy. But I can't give you all the things that you want from me. So we can't be, we won't be. Sorry love, we can't be, we won't be. Sorry love, we can't be, we won't be. Sorry love, but it seems like it isn't in the cards for us. We can't be, we won't be. Sorry love, we can't be, we won't be. Sorry love, we can't be, we won't be. Sorry love, but it seems like it isn't in the cards for us. I know you think I'll be the perfect man, but it seems like the most I had other plans. Besides, I'm no better than my brother, man. Can't run around like Mr. Lover, man. Trying to maintain, spend the rest of my life with the same dame. That's right, huh? Found the right one. Sounds like fun, but I ain't missing that. Cause if I lose her, slim chance I get her back. This is real life, this ain't Cinemax. Trying to hear my little C's, people hit the pack. On these hardwood floors, in this house we own. Yeah, you're hot, you know, but it's not for show. Not that anything's the matter with you, but there's no guarantee that I can have it with you. And I can't make you into something you're not. No need to look around for what I already got, so stepped on and been lied to. God bless the next man that's lucky to find you. Hard to sympathize, but baby, I got to. That's the way it is. I know you don't know what the make it is. And I'm very sorry that it came to this. Feels like the end, less great it is. Cause they say it's easier that way. That's passe, hurts like a backache. And the pressure is enough to make a back break. But the lead you on will be mad fake. So do your thing, baby, I'll do mine. Don't worry about me, girl, I'll be fine. This is all my fault, I'm too kind. And at least human beings are too fine. We can't be, we won't be. Sorry love, we can't be, we won't be. Sorry love, we can't be, we won't be. Sorry love, but it seems like it isn't in the cards for us. We can't be, we won't be. Sorry love, we can't be, we won't be. Sorry love, we can't be, we won't be. Sorry love, but it seems like it isn't in the cards for us.
like a dog with canine sensitivity, developing this new theory of relativity, connecting the souls resting in captivity. Positive life sacrifice, what it is to me, our history. Only a quarter of a century, reality sitting on the shoulders of our chemistry. See, ain't no mystery. The colors that we mix will set the mind free. Let the blind see beyond harmony. Breathe life in the dead space below, where your clouds of doubt. New territory. we determined to be. Everything a safe haven is supposed to be. Now it might seem distant, but the time is near when the thoughts take off, split the atmosphere. Pure sound waves travel semi-infinitely. Plus I see you there up most definitely. Cause a beat plus a melody makes me speak of melody eloquently, so evidently.
I mean that from my heart, cause you make me feel good as a person.
Cause a beat plus a melody makes me speak of melody eloquently, so evidently.
I am the best, I rip it up with finesse.
Good gracious, every process has a genesis and ends with a revelation. God bless this opportunity for me to find a voice for some words that have waited for way too long. No wages, small tips on the avenue, never wasted, all hits for a revenue. Haven't you heard the news lately? Seems we've been living for some times in a purgatory. But yo, I thought I knew what a love song sound like, but I felt a warmer tune in the sunlight. I can still hear it in my room past midnight. Gotta move, take us all the cruise in the moonlight. Sometimes I do forget, oh how much we could easily leave if we learn to let go. The reins that we hold, return to our soul and the spirit that flows. So you see upon everyday face there's a million change to express definition of grace, but the method I choose my prerogative. There's so much love in me I got to give. Cause the beat plus the melody makes me speak of melody eloquently, so evidently.
I mean that from my heart, cause you make me feel good as a person.
Cause the beat plus the melody makes me speak of melody eloquently, so evidently.
I hope that you listen.
Oh how I could write a book on how you make me feel, but how about the song that I wrote for you? What I feel like, I wanna put my trust in these simple words for you to feel what I'm saying, what you feel like. Reminisce about the little episodes that we shared together. Remember the time that you told me in the cold night to relax when all I knew was to hold tight. Remember the time that I spoke to a crowd in a full house, realized that you was my ace, I was the joker on the stage singing the blues. All eyes on me and had nothing to prove, but yo, thought I knew what a diamond shine like. But I felt a sharper love in the limelight from the queen of hearts, watching me quietly from the upper deck balcony. Sometimes I do suspect I'm an actor in a well-scripted line, divine comedy. When I look back, that frozen slice of time and try to defrost the senses lost. Now enough with the metaphors, the motivation that I wrote this letter for you to know that the music helps carry on. Like you see, a new day will bring us tomorrow. Plus your melody makes me speak of melody eloquently, so evidently. Yeah, cause your beat plus my melody makes me speak of melody eloquently, so evidently. Cause my beat plus your melody makes me speak of melody eloquently, so evidently.
I mean that from my heart, cause you make me feel good as a person.
Cause your beat plus my melody makes me speak of melody eloquently, so evidently.
I mean that from my heart, cause you make me feel good as a person. You know what I mean? Make me say what the shit wasn't that bad.
this. You know what I'm saying? Listen up, alright? You bust last so do I. Except mine impregnates the page, giving birth to thoughts and unify. You fuck little girls, I make love to women. My words uplift, yours are poisonous like venom. I'm an MC, you're a rapper. I'm as real as they come, while half the guys you idolize are just actors. Runs from commitment, I remain loyal. You call women bitches, I call them queens cause they royal. You make rap songs, I make soul music. When God speaks the rhythm, when you go to it. Yo, I save my cash, yours you blow through it. I think your child special, you say it's so stupid. I'm pouring my heart out and everything written. You scared you look soft, heart remains hidden. Yo, I touch the subject's nerves, I stay hitting. But I ain't better than you, I just think different. Is the glass half full or half empty? It's based on your perspective, quite simply. We're the same and we're not, know what I'm saying? Listen, son, I ain't better than you, I just think different. Is the glass half full or half empty? It's based in your perspective, quite simply. We're the same and we're not, know what I'm saying? Listen, son, I ain't better than you, I just think different. My fam run things while you run your jewelry. Yo, my people pop lock, you tough guys pop tooties. You rock gems, I drop gems, Xerox copying while I originate material to stimulate positive thought patterns. When the chosen start gathering, we bar none. Yo, I got jokes, you are one, I'm out doing it. Why you talk about it? I'm constantly in the mix while you walk around it. You try, I do, but why's you clueless? I get the job done, you fella make excuses. I'm a gentleman, your behavior's abusive. Yo, I'm patient, you jump in the gun, false start. You caught up in dress codes, I'll shop the Walmart. Sucker, I'm all heart, and you half-hearted. Yo, you suckers was vandals and grandfathers. Thought you had the last laugh, but we laugh hardest. Is the glass half full or half empty? It's based on your perspective, quite simply. We're the same and we're not, know what I'm saying? Listen, son, I ain't better than you, I just think different. Is the glass half full or half empty? It's based in your perspective, quite simply. We're the same and we're not, know what I'm saying? Listen, son, I ain't better than you, I just think different. You fall in love with body parts, I connect mentally with my female counterpart before we bound physically. Cats are chill with rap about revolution while you rap about drug abuse and distribution. You wanna be like Mike? Yo, I wanna be me. My queen's hard to obtain and yours is easy. We both from Maryland, but we reppin' DC. We all front sometimes, that's how MCs be. My word is bond and yours is worthless. You're mainstream, I'm beneath the surface. I stay working hard while you hardly working. All you want is money and your dicks up. Are you certain? Yo, I want a better world before I seize the living. Put faith in myself, not the system. Yo, we trying to travel, so why you making pit stops? You cats is rap, and I'm hip-hop. Is the glass half full or half empty? It's based on your perspective, quite simply. We're the same and we're not, know what I'm saying? Listen, son, I ain't better than you, I just think different. Is the glass half full or half empty? It's based in your perspective, quite simply. We're the same and we're not, know what I'm saying? Listen, son, I ain't better than you, I just think different.
Every day, take a walk out into the world, look up in the sky, and let that big light tell you what time it is, you know what I'm saying? We coming with the valuable things like sunshine and oxygen. These cats run like they fine, but nah, you full of swine like everything within the red, white, and blue lines. You'll get yours in due time, just like I'm getting mine through the course of these rhymes. I say, making the week see the end like Friday. It's my day to shine, just like the sun from line one. Don't believe me, then press rewind, see what you find. Yo, my symbol is a sign in this 8 timeline. We would die, but there's none left. It takes one breath and then you're gone. But you was singing the song, so we keeping on like light at the break of dawn. So what you on, my dick? The next man's dick, this piece of canvas. You getting all colors of the spectrum, direct from the Midwest. The time is infinite, my hip hop's eternal. Reflect on that whole life. If you can't see, my man, just hold tight. We're gonna rise and shine and rock it till the night.
The illest rhymes heard this side of the sun.
That old light. If you can't see, baby, just hold tight. We're gonna rise and shine and rock it till the night.
The illest rhymes heard this side of the sun.
What's the forecast? Art gets overshadowed by more cash. Horse flash ass like the sun flash light. I got planets, galaxies, moons in my past life. The sun put my ass right back on the wall. Waking up, y'all, sleepers be rocking until the nightfall. Gonna shine, doing it, now it's my turn. Living what other profit could I earn? Microphone play the ozone, I shine through it and burn people on the street till they learn respect for the light provider. Solar system rhythm rider, you can't hear but only feel my beat just like heat.
reproduce this, use this and never lose this until the sun burn out. How will the world turn out? Cold faces of the days are old. I got ways to mold, solidify shit to liquid. While these brothers yapping about old chains, we rise, then set it off wise like old brains. No change since you came and I'll be here when you're gone. It won't even show my face until the break of dawn. It's like the illest whole life. If you can't see my man, just hold tight. We're gonna rise and shine and rock until the night.
The illest rhymes heard this side of the sun.
That old light. If you can't see, baby, just hold tight. We're gonna rise and shine and rock until the night.
The illest rhymes heard this side of the sun. The illest rhymes heard this side of the sun.
Miles, 3 rocks away, live from the planet Earth today. We gon' shine, that's right, we gon' shine. I said 93 million miles, 3 rocks away, live from the planet Earth today. We gon' shine, that's right, we gon' shine. Come on.
True love all alone in this cruel world, where every single solitary day I do my best to secure a future for me and you, girl. Cause it is all about you, it's been all about you. Seconds feel like millenniums when I'm without you. But my mama said there'd be days like this and ain't jack we can do. That's the way life is, but it's been weeks since I felt your lips. And I'm a fiend for my queen, so I need a fix. Only for now, I settle for these talks on the phone. But I cut my arm off for a moment alone with the one that I cherish, whether in Rome or Paris, Amsterdam or Japan. Please know that I am think about my baby as much as humanly possible. When I know you're frustrated cause life has too many obstacles. This is for the things I don't say enough, waiting for the day we touch. Your lips to mine, eclipse solar lunar. I'll see you soon, but talk to you sooner. This is for the things I don't say enough. Waiting for the day we touch. Your lips to mine, eclipse solar lunar. I'll see you soon, but talk to you sooner. My dear, I know you're lonely, and I know very well that it's hard and it hurts, but there's no need to cry. 'Cause I will be home soon, and ain't no limit to the things that we gon' do. Whatever you want, name it, and I'll make it reality. To see my baby's face, nothing means more than that to me. It's far from flattery. I ain't trying to impress you. Truth is, I miss you when I'm hurting internally. Sometimes these long trips feel like eternity, but they say distance makes the heart grow fonder. And in this case, it's proven to be fact. So I'll be back like the T-100. From blocks away, you gon' see me coming with the biggest smile you ever seen on my face. 'Cause even the toughest man on the planet need loving. There's nothing tame the wild like a woman's embrace. So this is for the things I don't say enough. Waiting for the day we touch. Your lips to mine, eclipse solar lunar. I'll see you soon, but talk to you sooner. This is for the things I don't say enough. Waiting for the day we touch. Your lips to mine, eclipse solar lunar. I'll see you soon, but talk to you sooner. Feels like it's been forever, and I can't wait to see ya. It's like with Bonnie and Clyde, Tony and Maria, Romeo and Juliet, Hakeem and Lisa. Basically inseparable, and it's more than sexual. We're staying in Rochelle. Tell me, don't you like the sound of that? Got my heart racing, then about to have a heart attack. Wanting to be loved by you, just you. As nobody loves you like I do. And I ain't scared to show it, but these feelings are hard to put into words, and I'm a poet/MC, so give me credit for expressing them, because writing this was more nervous than I ever been. I had to get it out for when I'm unable to sit with you. You have a little song that I wrote for you to listen to, so you know the way that you're missing me, I'm missing you. Want to give you the world, but for now I hope this will do.
rush a cold to a diamond, eyes forever shining. Your beauty alone inspire a nigga to rhyme it. Thinking of the better things in life, thinking of how I could persuade you to become my wife. Hand in hand as we floating over tropical sands. You my lady, I'm your man, so let's further advance to the next scene. Me sleeping next to you resting. You're the personification of all God's blessings. Coming to me in just one physical being, one physical dream that I want to redeem. Yo, voluptuous, sweet caramel, brown honeydew, satin skin smooth to the touch. What a nigga do, so sensual. Her smile like a chemical extract of perfection. Rare mineral, she smell like a happy birthday on a Thursday. Quiet time, love, sleep in, awake early. Honey brown with the long black hair, teasing me with a kiss and a stare. Slight touch and you taking me there. So fine and it just ain't fair. So beautiful and so damn rare. She's angelic and energetic, using sex as a weapon. I reckon that I confess in the body is just a blessing from God down to earth. She needs to be in the church to prove we didn't spawn from fish, but God's work. Hurts to see her glow, cause her body beholds secrets untold, value like platinum and gold. But she is the key to open my mind and see the energy that radiates from the gates of heavenly bliss. I reminisce over touching a kiss while you fucking the bitch. I'm gonna make none of my miss. Never scandalous, it's unanimous. After you will handle the lights off and candle it rooms are glamorous. So I call you love sexual, you look edible. Parallel, snuggle up close, intellectual. In a rendezvous, who wish you a rap hairdo? No makeup, but jeans, shorts, open toe shoe. I wanna hold you, mold your soul, I behold you, know you. Better than myself, never own you, but keep you, never leave you, I beseech you. God's gift to man is you wearing a see-through. Riding sea-dools in Atlantic Ocean, causing commotion. Lay you down, going through the motions. Keep the skin soft, lotions got me coasting. Down pretty round brown thighs again, a slow lady brown with the long black hair. Teasing me with the kiss and the stare. Slight touch and you're taking me there. So fine and it just ain't fair. So beautiful and so damn rare. Yo. Look at this agreeable, delightful, delectable, unforgettable, so sweet she may be edible. She needs a pedestal to step out of heaven. You ready, boo? Never hypothetical, you facts. Fuck theatrical, baby girl, because you actual. Physically, your chemistry is so mathematical. How to use academics to define your spirit. You lifted my limits, your name off on my tongue is a lyric. She's a compilation of my mind's representation of a representative, representing an excellent revelation of time and dedication. Never impatient, she know the deal. Herself to me, so I can see her heavenly ways and heavenly gaze. And plus I know her that she hasn't asked for days. Okay, so as we lay, I reminisce on the day that we met. Please God, never let me forget.
set it straight, 9-10, at it again. Against the clock, been racing the rock, and you won't find nothing that'll be